In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to make beautiful geometric designs using our GEO-Dies and your favorite cutting machine. Here's some sample cards made using GEO-Dies. These can be viewed on our website. You can use any paper, but for best results, you'll want to use what we call a duplex, which would be a different front than it is on the back. And if you cannot find those, you can make your own. This sample here is the same color front and back. The next samples are with a duplex. So you can see that the fold over part is different than the background part. Now all these cards that I'm showing you, these materials are available on our website, and I will talk a little bit more about papers and show you more about those in a few minutes. The GEO-Dies are similar to our Fold'em templates, the difference being with the GEO-Die you run that through your cutting machine, and the Fold'em templates you cut by hand. There is a difference in the way the design is going to turn out. This is a GEO-Die. You can see that it has the outside edge cut, whereas this is what the number 2 Fold'em template would look like. You would cut yourself a rectangle. Now I'm going to show you how to cut the number 3 GEO-Die. I'm placing that with the cutting side up, placing my metallic stripes paper, which is a duplex, it's white on the back, on top of it, and my other acrylic piece, and I'll run that through. Now we've designed the GEO-Die to have what we call a pokey hole on it. Sometimes you'll need that in order to separate the paper from the die itself. If not, sometimes it's going to pop right off. In this case, it popped right off. Now the folding process, this is our folding aid. And all you're going to do is, you can start anywhere since this is a circular design. You're going to slide that folding aid underneath the large flap and over the small flap. You'll see the triangle of brass when you've done it correctly. And just flip that over. I like to actually do this in my hand, using my hand as a tabletop. And just work your way around the design. Now at this stage we've got paper going in 2 directions. I would not recommend using a bone folder. What we recommend using is the roller creaser. And you can just start working your way around, just pressing gently. You're not going to get those flaps to go down totally flat with this device. It's not intended for that, but just gently press down. And then you're just going to work your way and tuck those flaps into the previous small flap. Work your way all the way around, and then I like to roll that one more time. Now to adhere this to a card, I like to use a Hermafix because it has little dots on it and I don't have to worry about folding tape over if I use a double-sided tape. So you can just run the Hermafix all the way around and then adhere that to your cardstock. Now in this design and in all circular designs, the flaps tuck into the previous small flap. In the other 2 straight designs, the number 1 and the number 2, the last flap does not have anywhere to tuck. So what I like to do in that case is just take a scrap piece of paper, take my Hermafix, run some dots over that flap, and then just fold the flap down. Now I'm going to show you how to make some duplex paper if you cannot find duplex paper that is different colored front and back. This card here was text weight and it's the same color front and back. This is text weight paper. It's a thin paper, and you can run this through a Xyron machine and adhere it to foils. This is a foil. It's a holly foil. Here's hydrangea foil. I always run the text weight paper through the Xyron machine, not the foil. The heavier of the two needs to go through the Xyron machine. Text weights come in a lot of different variety packs. This is bark paper. A lot of fun, has a little bit of texture to it. You can run this through by itself, but it's kind of thin. The back is virtually the same as the front, so I like to Xyron that to text weight paper. And here's some marble papers, and I'll show you some of the GEO-Dies done using some of these papers. This is pearlescent plume. Now this can be used. This is kind of a copper color, and it is white on the back. The green is white on the back. Cream is white. Pink is just a lighter shade of pink. These are metallic stripes. They're a lot of fun. These two darker colors here are black on the back. So they'll give you that duplex look without having to Xyron anything to the back of it. And then these two are white. Now, what you could do with these two, for example, you could stipple some color on the back to just give you a different look. There's also adhesive-backed products out there. This is our holographic film, comes in 6 different colors. This already has an adhesive product, so if you don't have a Xyron machine, you can just simply remove the backing off this and adhere it to text weight, and then you've got your duplex paper. Here's a sample of the bark paper with the text weight, metallic. This is the bark paper by itself. You'll see that it is very flimsy, so I think this would be best used in conjunction with a text weight or something. This is a Xyron machine. And like I say, I always run through the text weight. And what this does, this Xyron machine makes anything a sticker. So it puts a sticky background on it, backing on it. That leaves us with this. Then I will remove the plastic. Here's a piece of our hydrangea foil. Then you can remove your text weight and adhere that right onto the foil. And then you can cut one of your GEO-Dies using this pretty combination. I hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial and that you have fun making beautiful cards with your GEO-Dies.